Welcome to Inspiring Story Channel. This channel delivers moving stories. Thank you for your high evaluation and channel registration. In a quaint little village surrounded by rolling hills, lived an elderly woman named Rose. Throughout her life, she has cared for others and carried her kindness wherever she went. Her Rose, despite her own difficulties, had her heart full of compassion, and her smile that could brighten up the darkest days. One cold winter morning, a young man named Ethan arrives in the village. He was a stranger, exhausted by the weight of his troubles. Ethan lost his job, his home, and had nowhere to turn. Desperate, he found himself wandering the village streets in search of a glimmer of hope. Ethan stumbles upon Rose's modest villa by chance. Hesitant, but having no other choice, he knocked on the door. When Rose opened it, her warm eyes were filled with empathy. She welcomed Ethan inside, offered him hot tea, and listened. As the days turned into weeks, Ethan took comfort in being with Rose. She shared stories of her own struggles and her triumphs, and inspired him with her resilience. Rose also introduced him to the village community, where kind people offered him chores and support. One day, when the winter frost had set in, and the bright spring flowers were beginning to bloom, Rose became seriously ill. Ethan was changed by her kindness, but he sat by her side and held her weak hand. He realized that Rose had become his guiding light, a guardian angel in the darkest of times. With Rose's health deteriorating, the village banded together to repay her kindness. They organized fundraising efforts, reached out to neighboring towns, and spread information about Rose's selfless act. Donations poured in, and Rose received the best medical care and support. Her Rose spirit remained strong, moved by her love and her generosity that surrounded her. Even in her weakest moments, she continued to radiate her warmth and her love, reminding everyone of the power of her compassion. The time has come for the village to gather to celebrate Rose's life. They turned the village square into a magical garden, adorned with flowers and twinkling lights. The melodies played by the musicians touched the hearts of the people present. Mr. Rose lay in bed, surrounded by people who had been involved in his life so far, and finally closed his eyes. At that moment, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, carrying the essence of Rose's fortitude. Rose's legacy lives on in the hearts of all who knew her. In honor of her, the village created her memorial garden, a sanctuary of her love and kindness. It has become a place where people seek solace, where compassion grows, and where strangers like Ethan find refuge. Rose and Ethan's story thus reminds us that just her one act of kindness can set off a chain reaction of love and hope. It teaches us that in a world often riddled with despair, the simplest acts of kindness can transform lives and inspire others to carry the beacon of kindness forward. Thank you for watching until the end. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much.